Resilience is the quiet force that defines the human spirit. It is the ability to rise when the weight of the world feels unbearable, to stand firm when the winds of change threaten to topple everything we hold dear. Life, in its unrelenting pace, is a series of challenges, some anticipated, others sudden and shattering. Yet, through it all, resilience remains our greatest ally, the spark that keeps the flame alive even in the darkest of times. It reminds us that while we cannot control every storm, we can choose how we navigate through it. At its core, resilience is about adaptability. The world does not pause for our struggles, nor does it soften its edges in response to our pleas. Circumstances are indifferent, often harsh and rarely fair. But resilience teaches us to shift our perspective. It is the lens that transforms obstacles into opportunities, setbacks into stepping stones, and pain into growth. It is not about denying the reality of hardship, but about choosing to face it head-on, armed with the belief that it is temporary, that it does not define us, and that we have the power to shape what comes next. Resilience is not something we are born with, it is something we cultivate. It grows in the fertile ground of experience, often nurtured by moments of adversity. Consider the times when life has tested you, when the odds seemed insurmountable, and the path forward was shrouded in uncertainty. Did you not emerge stronger, wiser, and more attuned to your inner strength? Resilience is a skill honed through practice, a muscle strengthened through repeated use. Each challenge we overcome adds another layer to our armor, preparing us for the battles yet to come. But resilience is more than just endurance, it is a form of creativity. It is finding solutions when none seem apparent, forging new paths when old ones crumble, and daring to dream even when the world appears devoid of hope. It is the art of reinvention, of refusing to be boxed in by circumstances or constrained by the expectations of others. Resilient individuals are those who dare to think differently, to act boldly, and to persist even when the outcome is uncertain. They are not defined by their failures, but by their refusal to be defeated by them. The beauty of resilience lies in its universality. It does not discriminate based on age, background, or circumstance. It is as relevant to the student facing academic pressure as it is to the entrepreneur navigating the complexities of business, the parent juggling endless responsibilities, or the individual confronting personal loss. Resilience meets each of us where we are, offering a lifeline in moments of despair and a compass when we feel lost. It reminds us that we are never truly alone, that within us exists a reservoir of strength waiting to be tapped. Resilience also thrives in community. While it is deeply personal, it is often nurtured through connection. The support of loved ones, the wisdom of mentors, and the solidarity of shared experiences all contribute to our ability to endure and thrive. When we lean on others, we are reminded of our shared humanity, of the collective strength that arises when people come together in the face of adversity. Resilience, then, is not just an individual trait, but a communal one, a force that binds us and propels us forward as a collective. Yet resilience is not about avoiding vulnerability. It is, paradoxically, rooted in the courage to acknowledge our fears, doubts, and failures. True strength comes not from pretending we are invincible, but from embracing our humanity, the full spectrum of emotions and experiences that make us who we are. Resilience allows us to sit with our pain, to process it, and to emerge on the other side transformed. It is not about suppressing emotions, but about channeling them into growth. In a world that often glorifies success and stigmatizes failure, resilience offers a counter-narrative. It tells us that failure is not the end, but a necessary part of the journey. It is in our failures that we learn the most about ourselves, our limits, our potential, and our capacity to rise. Resilience encourages us to see failure not as a verdict, but as a teacher, one that imparts lessons we might not have learned otherwise. Ultimately, resilience is a testament to the indomitable human spirit. It is a reminder that while we cannot always choose our circumstances, we can always choose our response. It is a call to action, urging us to embrace life in all its complexity, to rise above the noise of doubt and despair, and to move forward with courage and determination. Resilience is not just surviving the storm, it is learning to dance in the rain, to find joy in the midst of struggle, and to emerge stronger, wiser, and more deeply connected to our purpose. When we embody resilience, we become living proof that no challenge is too great, no setback too final, and no dream too far out of reach. It is this spirit that propels us forward, reminding us that no matter how difficult the journey, the destination is always worth it. Change is the one constant in life. But not all change is equal. There is a profound difference between drifting with the current and deliberately steering the course. Intentional change is a transformative force, born not from circumstance but from conscious choice. It is the deliberate act of shaping your life, your actions, and your future with purpose. In a world that often feels chaotic and unpredictable, intentional change is the antidote. It is where clarity meets action and dreams become reality. Intentional change begins with awareness. Too often, we move through life on autopilot, guided by routines, habits, and the expectations of others. We react to situations rather than act with intention. But intentional change requires us to pause, to step back, and to examine our lives with honesty. It asks us to confront difficult questions. Are we living in alignment with our values? Are we pursuing goals that truly matter to us? Or are we following a path laid out by someone else? Awareness is the foundation of intentional change because it allows us to see not only where we are, but also where we want to go. Clarity of purpose is the next crucial step. To initiate intentional change, we must first know what we are striving toward. Vague aspirations and half-formed goals are not enough. We need a vision that excites us, inspires us, and gives us a reason to push forward even when the journey is challenging. This vision is deeply personal. It cannot be borrowed or imposed. It emerges from within, shaped by our passions, values, and the unique mark we wish to leave on the world. Clarity transforms a wish into a goal and a goal into a plan. But knowing what we want is not enough. Intentional change demands action, consistent, deliberate action. This is where many falter, for change is rarely easy. It requires effort, discipline, and often a willingness to step outside our comfort zones. It may mean breaking old habits, learning new skills, or letting go of relationships, routines, or beliefs that no longer serve us. It is in these moments of discomfort that growth occurs. Intentional change asks us to embrace this discomfort, not as a sign of failure, but as evidence that we are evolving. Intentional change also requires patience. In a world accustomed to instant gratification, it can be difficult to remain committed to a long-term vision. Progress is often slow, and the results may not be immediately visible. But intentional change is not about quick fixes, it is about lasting transformation. Each small step, each incremental improvement contributes to the larger picture. Patience allows us to stay the course, to trust the process, and to recognize that meaningful change is a marathon, not a sprint. An essential component of intentional change is adaptability. While it is important to have a clear vision, life is rarely linear. Unexpected challenges, setbacks, and opportunities will arise, testing our resolve and flexibility. Intentional change does not mean rigidly clinging to a plan. It means being willing to adjust the plan while staying true to the vision. Adaptability allows us to navigate the complexities of life with resilience, ensuring that we remain on the path to our goals even when the terrain shifts. Intentional change is also deeply empowering. When we take ownership of our lives, we move from a position of passivity to one of agency. We stop waiting for circumstances to improve or for someone else to grant us permission to act. Instead, we become active participants in our own stories. This shift in mindset can be transformative. It reminds us that while we cannot control everything, we have far more power over our lives than we often realize. Intentional change is the act of reclaiming that power and using it to create a life that reflects who we truly are. Finally, intentional change has a ripple effect. When we commit to change with purpose, we inspire those around us to do the same. Our actions demonstrate what is possible, encouraging others to pursue their own paths of growth and transformation. Intentional change is not just a personal journey, it is a catalyst for collective progress. It reminds us that individual efforts, when multiplied, have the power to shape communities, cultures, and even the world. In the end, intentional change is a testament to the human spirit. It is the belief that we are not defined by our circumstances or our past, but by our choices. It is the courage to take responsibility for our lives, the determination to pursue our dreams, and the wisdom to adapt along the way. Intentional change is not merely about achieving goals, it is about becoming the person capable of achieving them. It is a lifelong journey of growth, purpose, and fulfillment, reminding us that the power to change is always within our grasp. Life is a continuous journey of learning, shaped by experiences that leave an indelible mark on our character and perspective. Among the most profound sources of wisdom are the lessons embedded in our past. These lessons, drawn from moments of joy, sorrow, triumph, and failure, form a rich tapestry of insights that guide us as we move forward. They are the silent teachers, offering guidance, perspective, and clarity. The role of past lessons is not to chain us to what was, but to empower us to navigate what lies ahead with greater wisdom and resilience. The past, in all its complexity, is a mirror reflecting not only what we have been through, but who we are. Every choice we have made, every challenge we have faced, and every success we have achieved carries a lesson. Some of these lessons are obvious, while others reveal themselves only with time and reflection. When we take the time to examine our past, we uncover patterns of thought, behavior, and emotion that have shaped our journey. Recognizing these patterns is the first step in understanding how the past influences our present and future. Failure, often seen as a negative, is one of the most potent sources of past lessons. It is in our moments of defeat that we learn the most about our strengths, limitations, and areas for growth. Failure teaches humility, resilience, and the importance of perseverance. It challenges us to confront our fears, adapt to new circumstances, and find innovative solutions. More importantly, failure reminds us that perfection is neither attainable nor necessary. It is through our imperfections and missteps that we grow. The role of past failures, then, is not to haunt us, but to serve as stepping stones to success. Equally important are the lessons learned from success. When we achieve something significant, it is an opportunity to reflect on what worked, our strategies, mindset, and actions. Success teaches us the value of preparation, hard work, and the importance of aligning our efforts with our goals. However, it also cautions against complacency. The role of past successes is not merely to validate our abilities, but to remind us that sustained growth requires continuous effort and evolution. Relationships, too, are a powerful teacher. Every interaction, whether positive or negative, leaves an imprint. From the warmth of love and friendship to the pain of conflict and loss, our relationships shape our understanding of trust, empathy, and communication. They teach us how to connect with others, set boundaries, and prioritize what truly matters. The lessons from past relationships often guide us in forming healthier, more fulfilling connections in the future. The role of past lessons extends beyond the individual to the collective. As members of a society, we inherit a shared history filled with triumphs and tragedies. The mistakes of the past, wars, injustices, and environmental degradation, offer critical lessons about the consequences of ignorance, greed, and division. Similarly, the achievements of the past, scientific breakthroughs, social progress, and acts of courage demonstrate the power of collaboration, innovation, and resilience. By studying history, we gain insights that help us avoid repeating mistakes and build a better future. However, the role of past lessons is not to trap us in nostalgia or regret. Dwelling excessively on the past can hinder our ability to live fully in the present and plan for the future. The goal is not to relive old experiences, but to extract their wisdom and apply it meaningfully. This requires a delicate balance, honoring the lessons of the past without letting them define or limit us. It is about using the past as a guide, not a prison. Reflection is the key to unlocking the value of past lessons. In the rush of daily life, it is easy to overlook the significance of our experiences. But taking the time to pause, reflect, and learn from what we have been through is essential for personal growth. Reflection helps us make sense of our experiences, identify patterns, and gain clarity about our values and priorities. It allows us to transform memories into insights and insights into action. Applying the lessons of the past requires courage and intention. It means being willing to acknowledge our mistakes, confront our fears, and challenge old habits. It also means recognizing our achievements, celebrating our progress, and building on our strengths. The role of past lessons is not passive, it is an active process of integration and transformation. By applying what we have learned, we become better equipped to handle future challenges and seize new opportunities. Ultimately, the role of past lessons is to illuminate our path forward. They remind us of where we have been, what we have overcome, and what we are capable of achieving. They provide a foundation of wisdom that empowers us to make better decisions, build stronger relationships, and live more authentically. The past, with all its lessons, is a gift, a reservoir of knowledge that, when embraced with humility and gratitude, enriches our journey and helps us create a future aligned with our highest potential. Every individual holds within themselves the remarkable power to shape their destiny. While life is often influenced by circumstances beyond our control, it is ultimately our choices, actions, and mindset that determine the trajectory of our journey. This profound truth underscores the idea that we are not merely passengers on the river of life, but architects, actively designing the structure of our existence. To embrace this role is to recognize both the responsibility and the immense potential that comes with it. Being the architect of one's destiny begins with self-awareness. To design a fulfilling life, we must first understand who we are, our strengths, weaknesses, values, and aspirations. This requires introspection, a willingness to confront both our light and shadow sides. It is in this self-awareness that we discover our passions, clarify our purpose, and identify the foundation upon which to build our future. Without this clarity, we risk constructing a life that satisfies external expectations, but leaves us internally unfulfilled. Once we are grounded in self-awareness, the next step is vision. Every great architect begins with a blueprint, a clear picture of what they want to create. Similarly, as individuals, we need a vision of the life we wish to lead. This vision acts as a compass, guiding our decisions and keeping us aligned with our goals. It is not enough to simply hope for a better future. We must define what better looks like and take intentional steps to bring it to life. A vision that is rooted in authenticity and fueled by passion has the power to inspire and sustain us, even in the face of obstacles. However, envisioning a meaningful future is only part of the process. Action is what transforms dreams into reality. Architects do not stop at drawing plans, they gather materials, lay foundations, and build. Similarly, individuals must take consistent, deliberate actions to shape their lives. These actions may include acquiring new skills, building relationships, or taking calculated risks. Each step, no matter how small, contributes to the larger structure we are creating. The process requires discipline, resilience, and a willingness to persevere through challenges, as no great creation is without its hurdles. Another critical element of being the architect of one's destiny is adaptability. Life is dynamic, full of unexpected twists and turns. Even the most meticulously designed plans may need to be adjusted in response to changing circumstances. An architect who refuses to adapt risks creating something that is out of sync with its environment. Similarly, individuals must remain flexible, willing to reassess and recalibrate their goals as new opportunities or challenges arise. Adaptability does not mean abandoning one's vision, but rather finding new pathways to achieve it. While personal responsibility is at the core of shaping one's destiny, it is important to recognize the role of collaboration and connection. Architects do not work in isolation, they rely on teams to bring their visions to life. In the same way, individuals benefit from the support, wisdom, and inspiration of others. Building strong relationships, seeking mentorship, and contributing to a community all enhance our ability to achieve our goals. Collaboration does not diminish individual agency. Instead, it amplifies it by providing resources and perspectives that we might not have on our own. The mindset of an architect also involves embracing the inevitability of mistakes and setbacks. No creation is perfect from the outset. Adjustments and refinements are part of the process. As individuals, we must approach our lives with the same understanding. Failures are not signs of incompetence, but opportunities to learn and improve. They teach us resilience, creativity, and the value of persistence. By reframing setbacks as stepping stones, we cultivate the courage to continue building, even when the path ahead seems uncertain. Importantly, being the architect of one's destiny also entails accountability. It is easy to blame circumstances, other people, or fate when things go wrong. But true architects take responsibility for their creations, learning from missteps and striving to do better. This accountability is not about self-criticism, but about empowerment. When we own our decisions and their outcomes, we reclaim the power to influence our future. Finally, as architects of our destiny, we must recognize that the structures we build have the potential to inspire others. A life well lived becomes a testament to what is possible, encouraging others to take ownership of their journeys. Our achievements, no matter how personal, create ripples that extend beyond ourselves. This interconnectedness reminds us that our individual choices contribute to the broader fabric of humanity. To embrace the role of architect is to acknowledge the incredible potential within each of us. It is to live with intention, courage, and purpose, creating a life that reflects our deepest values and aspirations. While the process is not always easy, it is profoundly rewarding. It reminds us that while we may not control every aspect of life, we are never powerless. With vision, action, and determination, we have the ability to shape our destiny, leaving behind a legacy that reflects the best of who we are. Purpose is the driving force that transforms thought into action, ambition into reality, and potential into achievement. It is the compass that provides direction in an often chaotic world, guiding decisions and fueling perseverance. When purpose is clear, it acts as a catalyst, igniting a sense of urgency and commitment that propels us forward. It elevates ordinary actions into meaningful endeavors and ensures that our efforts are aligned with something greater than ourselves. Purpose, in its essence, is not just a reason to act, it is the reason to act with intention and resolve. At its core, purpose provides clarity. In a world filled with distractions, conflicting demands, and endless possibilities, it is easy to feel overwhelmed or aimless. Purpose cuts through this noise, helping us focus on what truly matters. It gives us a lens through which we can evaluate opportunities, prioritize tasks, and allocate our time and energy. With purpose as a guide, we can confidently say yes to what aligns with our goals and no to what detracts from them. This clarity is crucial because it ensures that our actions are not just busy work, but deliberate steps toward a meaningful outcome. Purpose also fuels motivation. Action without purpose often feels hollow and unsustainable, leading to burnout or apathy. Conversely, when our actions are driven by purpose, they are infused with passion and energy. Purpose transforms challenges into opportunities and obstacles into stepping stones. It gives us the strength to endure setbacks and the determination to keep going when the journey becomes difficult. This intrinsic motivation is far more powerful than external rewards or pressures because it is rooted in a deep personal connection to what we are striving for. Moreover, purpose aligns our actions with our values. It bridges the gap between who we are and what we do, ensuring that our efforts reflect our beliefs and priorities. This alignment creates a sense of integrity and authenticity, which is essential for long-term fulfillment. When we act with purpose, we are not just working toward a goal, we are living in accordance with our true selves. This harmony between values and actions enhances our sense of meaning and satisfaction, making every step of the journey worthwhile. Purpose also serves as a source of resilience. Life is unpredictable, and the path to success is rarely linear. Setbacks, failures, and uncertainties are inevitable. In such moments, purpose acts as an anchor, keeping us grounded and focused. It reminds us of why we started and what we are working toward, helping us to navigate challenges with grace and determination. Purpose does not eliminate difficulties, but it provides the strength to face them head-on, knowing that the end goal is worth the effort. Furthermore, purpose fosters creativity and innovation. When we are deeply connected to a goal, we become more willing to think outside the box, take risks, and explore new possibilities. Purpose inspires us to find solutions where others see problems and to persist in the face of adversity. This creative drive is particularly evident in individuals and organizations that are mission-driven. Their focus on purpose enables them to push boundaries and achieve breakthroughs that might otherwise seem unattainable. Purpose is also deeply connected to the idea of contribution. When we act with purpose, we often do so not just for ourselves, but for others. Purpose expands our perspective, encouraging us to consider the impact of our actions on the world around us. It fosters a sense of responsibility and a desire to make a positive difference. Whether it is through our work, relationships, or community involvement, acting with purpose allows us to leave a legacy that extends beyond our individual achievements. Yet purpose is not something that is discovered once and for all. It evolves as we grow, learn, and experience new aspects of life. This fluidity requires us to continually reflect on what drives us and to adjust our actions accordingly. The process of aligning with our purpose is ongoing, but it is also deeply rewarding. Each step brings us closer to living a life that feels authentic, intentional, and impactful. Ultimately, purpose is what turns dreams into reality. It is the spark that ignites action and the force that sustains it. Without purpose, even the most ambitious goals can feel empty and directionless. But with purpose, every action becomes meaningful, every challenge becomes surmountable, and every success becomes fulfilling. Purpose is not just the catalyst for action, it is the foundation for a life well lived. It reminds us that our time and energy are finite and precious, urging us to use them in service of something that truly matters. In doing so, purpose empowers us to not only achieve but to thrive, leaving a lasting impact on the world around us. Human beings are inherently interconnected, woven into the fabric of communities, societies, and the broader world. While personal growth and individual achievements are important, the true measure of a life well lived often lies in the impact it creates beyond the self. The power of one person's actions, choices, and contributions extends far beyond their own sphere, influencing others in profound and often unseen ways. This ripple effect underscores the importance of living with a sense of responsibility and purpose that transcends personal boundaries. The impact we have on others begins with our interactions. Each word spoken, decision made, or gesture offered carries the potential to uplift, inspire, or support those around us. Acts of kindness, encouragement, or empathy may seem small, but their effects can be transformative. A single moment of compassion can shift someone's perspective, offering them hope or strength in a difficult time. These seemingly minor interactions contribute to a culture of connection and positivity, demonstrating that even the simplest of actions can have far-reaching consequences. Beyond immediate interactions, our impact extends into the realms of influence and inspiration. People observe and are often shaped by the choices we make and the way we navigate challenges. When we pursue our goals with determination, act with integrity, or stand up for what we believe in, we set an example that can motivate others to do the same. This is especially true in leadership, mentorship, or parenting roles, where our actions often serve as a blueprint for those who look to us for guidance. By living authentically and with purpose, we inspire others to embrace their own potential and contribute meaningfully to the world. Our work and contributions to society also play a significant role in creating impact beyond ourselves. Whether through professional endeavors, creative expressions, or volunteer efforts, the work we do often touches lives in ways we may not immediately recognize. An entrepreneur creating jobs, an artist evoking emotions through their creations, a teacher shaping the minds of the next generation, or a scientist advancing knowledge, all these contributions ripple outward, shaping communities, and sometimes even influencing the course of history. This broader perspective on the significance of our work encourages us to approach our efforts with diligence and a sense of responsibility. Living a life of impact also involves recognizing and addressing the needs of the world around us. Social, environmental, and economic challenges call for collective action, and each individual has a role to play in creating positive change. Contributing to causes greater than oneself, whether through advocacy, activism, or simply making sustainable choices, reflects an understanding that our actions are interconnected with the well-being of others. Even small efforts such as conserving resources, supporting local businesses, or engaging in community initiatives add up to significant collective impact over time. Moreover, the legacy we leave behind is perhaps the most enduring form of impact beyond the self. This legacy is not limited to material achievements or accolades. It encompasses the values we uphold, the lives we touch, and the positive changes we help create. A legacy can be as simple as a tradition passed down through generations or as profound as a movement sparked by a single idea. It is the lasting imprint of our existence, reminding us that the lives we lead today shape the world of tomorrow. Importantly, impact beyond the self is not confined to grand gestures or monumental achievements. It is present in the everyday acts of showing up, doing our best, and caring for others. A smile shared, time given, or an encouraging word spoken often leaves an impression more profound than we might imagine. These small but meaningful acts remind us that we do not need extraordinary means to make a difference, we only need the willingness to act. Creating impact beyond the self also enriches our own lives. It connects us to a sense of purpose and fulfillment that goes beyond material success or personal gain. The joy of contributing to something larger than oneself fosters a deep sense of satisfaction and belonging. It reminds us of our place within a larger narrative, encouraging us to see beyond individual struggles and triumphs. This shift in perspective can bring profound meaning to our experiences, grounding us in the realization that our lives matter not only to ourselves but to others as well. Finally, impact beyond the self fosters a sense of unity and shared humanity. It reminds us that we are all part of a greater whole, interconnected by our actions and shared experiences. This awareness breaks down barriers of division, fostering empathy and collaboration. By focusing on how we can contribute to the collective good, we create a more compassionate, equitable, and thriving world. In essence, the impact we create beyond the self is a testament to the power of connection and purpose. It is a reminder that while individual achievements are important, they gain greater significance when they contribute to the well-being of others. By embracing this perspective, we transcend the limitations of a self-focused existence, stepping into a role that enriches not only our own lives, but the lives of countless others. The ripple effect of our actions, no matter how small, carries the potential to shape a better, more interconnected world.